Hey guys, the crew's coming in after church tomorrow. We're doing our little family Christmas dinner. Usually that's associated with baked turkey and this, that, and the other. And we cooked up a lot of turkey and baked turkey. We fried turkey and this, that, and the other for Thanksgiving. So one of our other family favorites is a meat dish that involves country-style pork ribs, trimmed brisket, and chicken giblets. So it's super easy to prepare. It takes probably less than 10 minutes, and it cooks all night, and it really is a delicious meat dish. So you guys stick around, and we're going to zip through this, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to prepare and cook. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, as I'd indicated, we're gonna start out with these country-style pork ribs, and these are fantastic. They're really meaty, and they cook up really tender, and they're so easy to prep. Just going to pull them out of the wrapper and run them under a little water here. Now I've got a let me tell you, I've got a little tray in here. Everything's been rinsed out and it's ready to roll. We're gonna prep these ribs and have them in the pot here just shortly. These are gonna be just fantastic. Everybody loves the pork ribs. And once I get these in the pot, we're going to use a little slap your mama. Now you can use Tony's sashery, and we use a lot of Tony's around here, but I find that the slap your mama is not quite as salty. And if you're trying to cut down on a little salt, I think that might be the ticket. You might want to try that if you ever see it in your grocery store. I think it's made right there in Baton Rouge, and I'll show that to you. Now I've got these pork ribs well seasoned with the slap your mama, and now we're gonna pull out this brisket. I had this brisket trimmed this afternoon. I've got a little grocery store right down the street here from my neighborhood. I'm gonna rinse this real quick, and they have a little meat department there at Hilo's Grocery. And they do an excellent job in handling my meat cuts. I get Nancy when Nancy and I do steaks. I'll grab ribeyes or a little filet mignon with him, and they always do a wonderful job. Have a great meat market. That's what's nice about having a little local grocery store. They usually all have a good little butcher shop, and we use Hilo's quite a bit. So there you have the brisket trimmed, ready to roll, and now we're going to put the chicken livers and gizzards right on top of this bad boy here. So you guys stay tuned. Now I just washed up these, rinsed these chicken livers and gizzards real well. I tell you, chicken producers they do a great job, I suppose, but you know, sometimes they don't get all the little little goodies off of the chicken livers and gizzards. And you don't want to bite into a little bile sac or something like that. Sometimes the gizzards need a little extra trimming. And there's really two kinds of people in this world, and there are those that like chicken livers and gizzards, and those that really don't care for them. Well, we kind of like them. And the good news is, if you don't like the chicken liver or gizzard, you don't have to eat it. So, hey, we just kind of pile this stuff up here real neat like, and it just cooks to perfection on top of this brisket overnight. Now it's a little bit after 10 here, so what I'm going to do is put this in an oven at about 275, and that's actually going to cook all night long. And at about 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get hit with a whiff of aroma like you wouldn't believe. Okay, boys and girls, it's a little after 7, and I just took the lid off of this thing, and here's what we have. Brisket, country style pork ribs, and livers and gizzards. So we'll be separating this out. I'm going to let it sit here for a bit. We're going to separate it out. Y'all stay tuned. Yeah, it's starting to brown real nice. We'll have this completely browned here in a few minutes. All right, so here we're I've got our pork and beef draining, and I'm going to take the the juice from that and put it in the refrigerator and let the fat separate. So we're making progress. Okay, we're back. We got the juices to separate, and we're going to add that back into the rice dressing. Kind of stir it in a little bit, and we're going to get it hot again. And I turned the fire off while the grease was separating, and so the total amount of meat product here was about 4.5 pounds, beef and pork and the vegetables and whatnot. So again, this is a real easy little recipe. I'm going to add in about a cup of minute rice. Just kind of stir it in, and after the rice cooks and swells, if it doesn't look like there's enough rice in the dish, you can always add a little more. Oh boy, I'm wishing we had smell-o-vision in here. This is looking really good. But you know what? Looks like I don't have quite enough rice. So I'm gonna throw another half a cup of that minute rice in there and kind of stir it in a little bit. Okay, gang. This is what you're looking for. This is a finished product. Man, I've got the ever so slight little starch on the bottom of this thing, and that's gonna make for a little crunch every once in a while. Man, we're gonna tear this up. All right, hey, we're back, and we're gonna start separating these livers and gizzards and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Man, that's looking good.
I got the blaze in here helping me today.
Man, I brought my appetite too, let me tell you.
So
Okay, here we go. We're gonna kind of scoop this off. I'll tell you what, I'll put these livers and gizzards in kind of another.
They're just sitting there on top.
Yeah, they were sitting on top. They're right where I left them last night.
Mm-hmm.
Now Grandma and I got up this morning and we pulled a little taste off the brisket.
A little strip.
Yeah, instead of having grits and eggs, we had a little brisket and chicken liver.
Mm-hmm.
So at any rate, that all went real well. Here's just pure chicken livers. I put 3 pounds in there, 2 pounds of livers and 1 pound of gizzard. I'd have put a second pound of gizzards in there, but I bought all Hilo had. They were out. They only had 1 pack. You know what?
That's a pork rib.
That pork rib, man. Look, this thing is falling apart. That is going to be so good. You guys don't know what you're missing here. So at any rate, let me attempt to take this brisket out of here if it doesn't fall apart. Ooh, it's starting to kind of lean on me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now I tell you what.
That's
What's that?
Yes.
it's a gizzard.
Oh, it's a little liver or something.
Liver.
Okay. All right. Brian, Blaze, I think we're going to be able to eat that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we're going to kind of fish these riblets out of here. Oh man, would you look at this? These pork ribs are falling apart.
Man, don't you just love that?
Look, this bone. Oh man, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's total insanity.
And look at all the juice it makes.
Yeah, didn't add a drop of juice to that.
Oh, that's what you gotta love. How it just makes its own gravy.
Yeah, it does. I didn't add a drop to that. It's a big old bone here. I won't take out.
Yeah.
No use putting bones.
Buddy can know on that later.
On the meat platter. Okay. Oh man.
And this is such an easy meal to make.
Oh look, prep time, Brian, was maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It cooked all night, and the rest is history, man. We got up this morning, I guess rolled out about 7 o'clock. Shut the oven down. Now I'm just pulling out the rest of those livers and gizzards out of the bottom here.
Brown gravy.
Yeah.
Put that over some rice. And
Yeah. You can probably separate that, get a little of the fat out, and make a real nice gravy. But hey, we won't need any. I made a rice dressing, and it was looking pretty good itself. So I think we're all good.
All right.
Well, all right. Hey, brisket, country style pork ribs, chicken livers and gizzards, 10 minutes prep time, cook overnight. You see it, man.
And that's the end result right
That's
there
gonna
on
be
your
a
platter.
crowd pleaser.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Blaze.
We'll
Thanks,
holler
man.
at you guys and gals later.
Okay.